hey, it's the D.D.N.O system, and I'm a blendy mess, so I don't really know who's out. Hey, we were working with Sunshine this morning. So, our previous therapist had given us the DES, which measures dissociation, and our new therapist gave us the MID this past couple weeks, and so we filled that out, returned it to them, and got the results yesterday at therapy. And I don't know why I was nervous about this, but I was. Doing the MID made me dissociative because, like, the questions, let me see, are those the questions? No, because the report has, like, the questions on it, so they're somewhere around here. Like, the questions, I would have a different response than maybe somebody else in the system, so, like, it made me really fuzzy and blurry, and then some of them I wasn't sure about, so I was like, and the denial is super real, y'all. It doesn't matter how long I've been going to therapy and having therapists be like, yeah, you have this. The denial is super real. So, like, I was nervous about my results on the MID. Like, what if it shows that I don't have D.I.D? Forget the fact that I have alters that totally take over my body sometimes. Like, no, this little test is going to tell me. The denial is so real. But hi, dog. She was like, yeah, no surprise. The MID indicates that you have D.I.D. But I did find some things really interesting about it. So she printed me off a copy of the, I'm such a nerd, I love the charts, of like the charts, but hers was in color, so I colored my, so just for reference, this red line is the average, so answerers who have D.I.D, where they fall. The orange line is O.S.D.D or D.D.N.O.S, and the purple line is me. This bluish line is PTSD, and this is the average population because everybody dissociates. Like, it's a normal brain thing, so this is like normal people. And I was like, this is very true to my experience because they said I had O.S.D.D because I don't have a lot of amnesia, which that is this line here, where, like, I fall way down here compared to D.I.D. Because I don't. We have a pretty cohesive memory. And I was like, this just shows what I've been saying the whole time, that it's a spectrum. See, look, spectrum. Dissociation is experienced on a spectrum. Look, I'd have to see which one that one was. Voices. Yes. Okay. Yes, I experience voices a lot. Like, it is a spectrum, y'all. Like, just because the DSM has, like, a little marker that says, this is O.S.D.D and this is D.I.D, like, it's a spectrum. It is a spectrum. Also, you would think, my mother did, that getting this back and it being like, yes, you have D.I.D would make me be like, oh, yay, denial busted. Actually, the opposite happened. So I have this in my hot little hands, this piece of paper that's like, yes, you do have D.I.D. And my brain goes, absolutely not. My brain has spent years being like, no, everything's fine. So this little piece of paper comes here and is like, no, you have this. And my brain was like, excuse you. Lies. The denial kicked me so hard in the gut. I'm doing better today. But I had to laugh. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's part of the disorder. Like, it doesn't matter if you have time loss or not, because I thought, hey, man, that's one of the hard things about O.S.D.D is not having any time loss. If I had time loss, I wouldn't have any denial. No, I have some time loss now with just a couple alters, plenty of denial. It's still completely there. If I had a diagnosis, no. I have a piece of paper that says no. It is a symptom. It is the way our brain keeps us from knowing so that we can have an ordinary life. Hello, kitty. And yeah, my brain is not giving that up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I did add to the little notes that I keep on my phone for when it hits real hard. I read through these notes, and they're all the things that are really hard for me to, when I like see these, I'm like, oh yeah, like they help me deal with the denial because I know these things. And I recommend that for everybody. Like changes in taste. Like I hate bacon and Lil loves bacon. Stuff like that goes on the list because I can't fake that I hate bacon and that we were just eating bacon and liking it. Like it just is what it is. So even though my brain hit the denial card real hard when I got that, the mid is going to go into my little denial folder. Because she was like, oh yes, I know that on these there's little questions that indicate whether you're lying or not. I don't know how they do that. Jonathan was like, how do they? I was like, but she was like, yeah, your truth indicators were good. And it shows that you have D.I.D. So like the little paper says you're telling the truth and you have this disorder. So not today, but eventually I'm going to read that in my list. And in one day, that'll be the thing that I need to help me. Not today, but you know, one day. All right. Get off of here. If y'all have any questions about the DES, the mid, or any of that, you'll leave it in the comments. Catch you later.